Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Ooh, who is not doing great are the people that are about to lose their jobs. And I want to do a warning, and I want to be very sincere in this, but I'm also trying to also share with you hope that as this economy collapses and people are about to be laid off en masse, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to make money. So I want you to really seriously evaluate where you are in life, where your finances are, where your job security is. Really answer some hard questions in the mirror because I believe it's about to get really gnarly. And we're going to share a story out of Market Watch, and it really shows the sign of the times. This is why I started the Side Hustle course, because it's so valuable. Oh, and by the way, anyone that bought the course, a new lesson just came out. DBAs versus entities, which one should you pick? All right, so that's out. Go check your course. But over 50% of CEOs just announced that they are considering cutting jobs over the next 6 months, and remote workers may be the first to go. So first off, without even reading it, I can explain something very clearly. CEOs see one thing right now and one thing only: interest rates. They're going up, which means the cost of debt is going up, which means their overall costs are going up. And the sad thing is they can't raise rates or their prices fast enough for their costs, for their goods or services. And the reason why is because the American public is already pinched, all right? They're already between a rock and a hard place between their rates going up, their electricity, food, all of that stuff going up, and they're having a hard time making ends meet, all right? And the CEOs, the CFOs, the heads of these companies, boards of directors, all know this. So they need to do what? And the first thing you could do to trim the fat, the biggest thing, the fastest thing, is lay people off. It's sad, but it's true. It is a normal cycle. Every 7 to 10 years we go through a recession, and every 7 to 10 years we see layoffs, right? But every 50 to 100 years, which is right now a cycle we are in a massive economic cycle, a bubble that is bursting. And it's going to change a lot of people's lives forever. So that's why, if you're hearing this for the first time, please consider it. Don't click off the video, because you need to start to answer these hard questions in the mirror. Am I recession proof? Is my job recession proof? Is my job going to be around during this next transition? Now, this is very interesting. The next line they say, and remote workers may be the first to go. I've done videos about this in the last 4 months, that this migration was going to happen. A lot of people honestly foolishly left their town when they saw, hey, I'm going to get to remote work, and they thought it would be forever. And that's the problem with human beings. They always have this disconnect with reality when it comes to what's called normalcy bias. Whatever happened yesterday or happened today, it's going to be like this forever. And that's why we always we have that feeling, that gut feeling, oh, it can never happen to me. It could never happen to me. I don't have to plan for life insurance, because I won't die. My kids will be fine. I'll grow up to see them grow old. We all have stories in our lives of people that were suddenly taken away, or jobs that were suddenly taken away, or something happened in our life where our home was taken away. Everybody has a story about that. And it's very important that people share these stories, so that other people that haven't had tragedy in their life learn, so that they can be prepared, right? Well, right now the economy is cratering, and our currency, the US dollar, is collapsing. I know it sounds crazy, but it is. And the reason why it is because if you go around, you see everything going up in value. It's because the purchasing power of that currency, the US dollar, a fiat fake currency, it's not tied to anything, is losing its value daily, literally. But it's not the only one. Literally every single currency on earth right now is losing its value. The only thing is the dollar is the strongest one. I call it the best smelling turd in the punch bowl. I say that for a reason. Says Microsoft researchers recently warned of productivity paranoia among managers about their hybrid workforce. Alarm sirens from C-suite about looming recessions are gaining volume in America and elsewhere, but calls back to the office for full-time work are a lot softer. Most CEOs across the globe shared the view that recession is on the horizon and coming sooner than later, according to a Tuesday report from KPMG on Business Leader Outlooks. It says right here, 9 in 10 CEOs in the US, 91%, believe a recession will arrive within the coming 12 months, while 86% of CEOs globally feel the same way, according to the findings. So, hold on a sec. I want to explain something. First off, we are in a technical recession. We are already in one, right? But this exact same thing happened in 2007. A lot of CEOs were slow to ring the alarm bell. Why? Because they wanted to have that appearance of strength in front of their employees, in front of their buyers, their customers, all right? They always put on this front, even when you have the gut like feeling. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we are in a recession, and we're going to move into a depression, okay? That is a normal cycle. We're in a 100-year cycle. And people need to realize seriously what's going on, okay? Remember the crash of 29, everybody didn't lose their jobs that day. It took some time to go through that, okay? We're in a 100-year cycle. All right. It says, in America, half of the CEOs, 51%, say they're considering workforce reductions during the next 6 months. And in the global survey, overall, 8 in 10 CEOs said the same. So the facts are, just because they're saying this right now, it means they're already positioning themselves and coming up with plans to do this. So it's very important that you look for alternative employment just in case or something to fall back on. I've been calling for this for 6 months, saying that this is the greatest time to start a business or a side hustle, something you could fall back on. And I know it sounds crazy, but the number one thing that you can do during a recession is to be able to find something to fall back on, but also find deals, because there's a lot of panic and a lot of uncertain people. And this is the time that you can actually shine, okay? That's why it's important to have a plan B and a plan C, not only just one, but two. This is why it's time to get out of debt. You know, is this going to happen tomorrow? No, but from tomorrow till literally 6 months from now, the entire landscape of the United States economy is going to be completely different. I can guarantee you that. The problem is, if you haven't been an investor or a business owner through the last 2 cycles, both the dot-com crash and the Great Recession, you don't have the same experience or the senses because of the past experience, right? Firefighters say there's mental slides. You know, as you go on through so many calls, after a while it becomes clockwork because you have so many different scenarios in your head. You remember, your body it just totally remembers its muscle memory of what worked and what didn't in the past, right? And I've talked to a lot of firemen. They've told me all the exact same thing. And it's muscle memory. Well, we need to start building our financial muscle memory right now. If you've never been through a collapse, it's okay, or a recession, it's okay. This is where you start to learn. You start to learn from people that have been through them before and have advice. Like I said right now, now is the time to start a side hustle. Sounds funny. It comes back to all the time. People are like trying to start businesses. They're getting into debt. They're breaking themselves when all they had to do is start going to garage sales, buying and selling things, and building up a cash base. I know it sounds crazy, but it's literally that simple. Right now, the CEOs are not considering it, they're doing it. They're making plans and they're building policies right now to push certain employees out the door so that they don't have to pay their unemployment. Think about that. You build policies in a way where people end up quitting. You push them out, right? That's what's going on right now in corporate America. And please, by the way, put down in the comment section if you understand what I'm talking about. When companies or boards can build policies to drive you out, like make you leave so that they aren't on the hook for unemployment. That's very, very important to understand. But pretty soon, when the bottom line's getting hit and the shareholders are freaking out, then it's time to start the mass layoffs. And it's already happening in certain fields like real estate. And guys, if you like real estate and you're investing in real estate, please check out the channel Real Estate Ninja. I know he's a pretty cool dude, I gotta be honest with you. But you should go check out that channel because a lot of experience there in real estate. And walking you through this process is the most important thing that I could do or the Real Estate Ninja can do. All right, guys, that being said, I hope you got something out of this. I'm gonna link this story below so you guys got something to read later, okay? Hope you guys have a great day. The Economic Ninja is out.